Hey guys, it's March 29th, 2021. It's roughly 9 o'clock Eastern, so let's see how CleanSpark traded today. So CleanSpark pretty much opened here. That was quite a thrust down from up there. Um, actually, no, it actually opened here. So there was a big push down in from the previous day, which was Friday, and then we pushed up. And managed to get up to the 21-28 support. Um, and then from there, as the market opened, we started to trade lower with the market. Came back up a little and kind of finished halfway. That's pretty much what the market did. Came down, this came up close to the opening, and then fell down to the halfway point of where it between the opening and its low. So CleanSpark is definitely still under major influence of the market. The market's definitely having its way with a lot of stock, especially the ones in the Nasdaq. There are no new news, so hopefully, we'll see something good. But the last several days of news has been really excellent. With their acquisition of new Bitcoin miners coming up. So it's roughly around 4,800 miners by the end of the summer, which I think will get them to at least the 1.3 exahash and probably even further beyond that. And then the news before that is the execution of and the acquisition of another company and the execution of those backlog contracts, totaling about to 1.7 million for the company. Um, so that's a good income for them. And with the rise in Bitcoin, let's see what Bitcoin is trading at this point. It's currently at 57, so it has been back on the rise. So that is something also very positive for them, since a part of their operations, one side of the house, is to mine Bitcoin and then sell some of those minings to capture immediate value, and then to hold some for future value. One commenter indicated on the previous analysis that I haven't really addressed the lawsuit, which I have done plenty of times in the past, so I'm going to reiterate it here. The lawsuit is basically, according to the CEO, is baseless. It's a bunch of lawyers doing ambulance chasing, but it's basically meritless. And the CEO even indicated go ahead and check the SEC filings for proof that they did not do such a thing, and they're just gasping. And then not only that, they indicated that someone indicated that Culpepper, who is a shorter, is not very good at creating hit pieces, because their success rate has been really bad. I think it's 1 out of 8 so far, and this is not one of them. All right, so as far as pure technical analysis goes, right now we're gonna have to wait for what the market does, but it looks like what the immediate see right now is that the price is headed towards this MA 100. So let's see if it bounces off of that, if it provides support for it, or if it goes down to the 2023 mark, basically at 2025 area, to find support in it. So the MACD looked like it opened up a little bit there with that last item in the very end, causing it to go down instead of pointing upward for today. So we'll see what the market does. The RSI is at 40, so that's pretty fair. And the MACD is above the baseline, so that looks pretty good on a 5-minute scale. On the 1 hour scale, We are riding the near the baseline. I mean, we're practically at the baseline at 0.01 for the signal. And then I can't really see what the... Okay, so right here. So 0.01 or 0.02 for the MACD, and then 0.005 for the signal. So we'll see how it goes. With that last movement there, it kind of started making it point down. So we'll have to keep an eye on that tomorrow as the market opens at 4 a.m. Eastern. So just be careful of that. And then the RSI is at 47. So right now, I'm thinking that it will, if it is following something, it's probably going to go down to that 2025 mark, and it may go down this GAN angle here, and then hopefully maybe get back up to that 2025 mark. There is no new news. I think we went over that, and then also just looking on the daily, that looks looks pretty fair. I mean, there are some long wicks here, so let's take a look at that in a cleaner chart. So as we can see here, there have been some wicks forming quite a bit there. So it does show strength in the with the bulls there and the buying pressure. So hopefully we'll maintain this area and then push back up to that $22 mark, which is a good support area. As far as the RSI, is pretty low, still at 41. The histogram is indicating that there is a the convergence between the signal and the MACD is getting smaller. So hopefully, we'll see that get closer and have it converge in the next couple days. And then as far as the weekly goes, it's just like in most of the other stocks. With today, this being a week, first day of the week, it's still at that. It doesn't really update too quickly, but it's still pretty fair at the 49 at the RSI, and we'll have to wait and see what the MACD does. But as far as on the daily goes, it's starting to seem like it's starting to flatten out. Other than that, guys, we are definitely still quite a bit of under the influence of the market. But as you guys can see here, we are channeling between 1950 and 2125 area. But the good thing is the last several times that we have touched it, we are getting higher lows. So that's a good positive. Not really by that much of a difference, but it's still a good optics to have as others are looking at this. Beyond that, guys, there's not really much to talk about other than that the market is definitely having its way with it, and that there are no new catalysts, so we'll have to wait and see what is being released. But the past catalysts have been good. Okay. Other than that, I don't really foresee really the need to draw some angles, but I guess I can go ahead and draw some. And so we definitely can see that there's a line here being formed. It looked like what maybe had been a resistance. So there it is. With the last movement there, that kind of messed up the pattern. So we'll have to wait and see what that does as far as what it's going to end up doing. So we have to wait tomorrow and see what it does, and that because the pattern kind of got really kind of disarrayed with that last one. But my thoughts are it's going to go down to that 20, this next support line, and then hopefully if it does go down here, that this one holds at 1950. All right, guys. Other than that, good luck. We'll just have to wait and see what the market does, since everything's pretty much being ruled by the market's influence right now. All right, that's it. Have a good night and have safe, happy trading, and talk to you tomorrow.